Long runs can be brutal, physically, mentally, even emotionally, but they don't have to be. Today I'm sharing my 5 essential rules that have completely changed how I approach long runs, so they feel better, go smoother, and actually help me improve. Let's make your next long run the best one so far. Long runs aren't just run for a long time and hope for the best. You need a plan. Know your distance, know your pace, know the exact route, and have a proper fueling strategy before you start. If you're guessing, you're gambling, and long runs are too important to be gambling. Most people wait way too long before they start consuming their carbs intra workout. And most people also don't fuel properly pre-workout. Before starting your run, you should have a solid meal within your stomach in order to fuel a large portion of your session. What you eat prior is the most important thing, but even then, having a longer duration session, it does make sense to eat gel, some Haribo, or whatever capsules you prefer every 30 to 40 minutes. The biggest mistake is waiting with the carb fueling till the point where you feel like it's necessary, because well, that's too late. The carbs do take a while to get absorbed, which means your engine's gonna run low on energy and you're gonna feel, well, not the best. This is a long run, not a sprint. Your pace should support the purpose of the run. Endurance, aerobic development, getting used to running for very long periods of time, mentally and physically. Most of the time, other than during marathon or half marathon prep, our long runs aren't gonna be hard. We're not gonna do a lot of fast paces during our sessions, and there is a good reason for it. So run at the right pace, don't push the heart rate too high, stay within your designated training zone, let that be zone 1, zone 2, and focus on the goal. And the goal is not pushing it super hard, but staying where you should be. So you don't need the fanciest gear to go on long runs, but having the right gear can really level up your comfort, I guess in some sense your performance, and for sure your safety and well-being. So here's what makes the biggest difference for me. Starting with the running shoes, a really good pair that is suited to your personal running style is always a very good idea. Let there be a more stable shoe with a stability element, let there be a super soft cushion shoe that just feels really fun and bouncy and soft, or something that's a little bit faster. But talking about the shoes, we need to talk about the most underrated accessory for running ever, and that is running socks. Having a nice pair of running shoes is cool and all, but having a good pair of running socks and not rocking the cotton socks is super important. Otherwise, you're gonna run a high risk of getting those blisters, and we don't want them. So get a nice pair of running socks, invest in yourself, and enjoy the comfort. Then there's lightweight, breathable clothing, obviously. Some short shorts, a nice singlet for the very hot days, or something like this here with more coverage from Rapid. Super light, yet everything's covered. High quality, just very nice and breathable. These things make a difference in terms of comfort, in terms of not overheating and shielding yourself off from the sun. Then there's a solid hydration solution. Let it be handheld, which I'd say isn't the most ideal thing. I've done this in the past and I still do sometimes, but having a soft flask or a bottle in your hand can be kind of annoying after a while, and especially for newer runners, this can really skew with your running form because you're focused on holding the bottle. One side gets really heavy and then you're focusing on that instead of your running form itself. So a better way of doing this is actually something like a running vest, where in most cases you can place 2 water flasks on your chest and have 2 free hands, which is always a nice thing. Or what I personally really prefer, because the vest makes me feel very constricted and heavy, is a running belt. I just bought one a couple of weeks ago from Naked. It can easily store up to 3 flasks, fits really nice and tight around my waist. There's no wobblage, there's no water bottles flying out, there's enough storage space for everything that I need, and it doesn't bother me at all. In my personal case, I really prefer wearing a running belt. I guess in some cases having a vest on can be beneficial because there's just so much more storage in the bag, but I haven't been utilizing that so far. And especially during the summertime when it's really warm, I just prefer having a belt around my waist instead of a big bulky vest. And as the last beneficial piece of gear, or pieces of gear, it's 2, that I would say can make quite a big difference. We have the GPS watch, which does make quite a big difference, especially if trying to run new routes. You can just plan everything in this watch, have a route on here with a map, and then just look on it, and it's like, beep, go to the left, beep, go to the right. It's incredible. Technology can be very helpful, but does have its price. And on top of that, you can track how many kilometers you already run, and it can give you your heart rate. Which brings us to the next piece of equipment, the heart rate monitor. So these two combined do make quite a big difference when you are really focused on tracking your heart rate, which especially with longer workouts can be a great tool if you're trying to keep your heart rate at a relatively low and steady level. You don't have to spend a fortune, but investing in gear that supports you makes long runs much more fun and something that you actually look forward to, and not just something that you need to survive. You don't grow and improve during the run, you grow after it. Prioritize recovery like it's part of the workout. Because it is. Hydrate properly, eat within 30 minutes of getting back home, get those proteins and carbs in. And please, don't skip this sleep. Your next run's performance depends on today's recovery. So these 5 rules have made my long run something that I actually look forward to and have helped me to increase my performance. And they've played a huge part in my journey as an endurance athlete and getting better and better and better. I want to help hybrid athletes and runners get stronger, fitter, more enduring, have fun during their sessions, and just have the progress. Have the progress without all of the pain. And if you like that mission and this video motivated you, I really appreciate you being part of this whole thing and following me along. So if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And if there's anything on your mind, any questions whatsoever, feel free to comment them below. And as always, thank you guys for watching and see you for next week's video. Bye!
Whoa. I thought I was gonna shit myself. Turns out, only thoughts.